Conspiracies, government cover-ups, Earth mysteries, monster cryptids, psyops, saucers and black triangles, her panwo.
Oh, hello. I should be live. Hopefully I'm live. Yeah, hopefully. How you doing, guys? I'll wait till some people can see me. Um, I didn't sort of like... I didn't, what's the word? I didn't advertise this in advance, so I know what I'll do. I'll just share the video around the place a little bit so that people can see it. Here we go. Here we go, share to group. Not everyone's group. I'm not going to spam. Just a couple of people's groups. Just a couple of groups here. Here and there, yeah. Look, I've got 2 viewers. That's something. Cool, cool. It's ages since I did one of these on Facebook. It really is. So third rail. Put it on third rail. There we go. I must do another third rail show sometime. Good afternoon, John Kelly. How are you? Good afternoon. Hope you're doing all right. Let's wait for some more people to join us. Then we'll get down to it. Hello, Johnny Webb. How are you? How's things, guys? Do I sound all right? I mean, I think I should be using this microphone. Can you hear that? Do I sound all right? Because otherwise, I use the default mic as the webcam mic, which is rubbish. So hopefully you can hear me all right. Got 10 viewers now. That's good. That's good. How are you guys? Ages since I did a Facebook Live video. How long's it been? It's been bloody ages. Oh, it's got captions on. I've got Rose has just left me a comment. I'll have to reply to you later, Rose. It's left me a long comment. That's cool. I like your comments. Oh, good. I found that's great. I sound great. That's brilliant. Hello, Michael. How are you? Hey, John. Right. Got 14 viewers. I thought I'd make a video just because brand new YouTube has gone down. It's gone complete. Hello, Louise. How are you? How you doing? It's gone completely down. Just out of the blue. Good afternoon, Daisy Duke. I remember you from that TV series. I had the hots for you when I was 7 years old. Oh, that's old. That's nostalgic, Daisy. Yeah. How's Uncle Jesse? Is he all right? That's a really obscure reference. Anyone younger than me is going, what's he talking about? Yeah. Brand new tube is gone. Girls from Newport. All right. Newport, Newport, Newport. Yeah. It's worrying actually when this happens, and I won't I never normalise this sort of thing. I refuse to normalise it. So whenever something happens to an alt text site, the way this has happened, I always report on it. And I'm not. I was going to do something on YouTube, but you know, I've got too much on YouTube right now. I've just uploaded a 4-hour comments reply video, and people are in the middle of watching that. I don't want to put too much on YouTube, otherwise people don't have time to watch it. I got an email from. Funny enough, it's disappeared. I don't know. I've had 2 emails. One was from somebody representing something called UgeTube, UGE Tube, and it's another alt tech YouTube. I have joined it. I haven't uploaded or posted anything yet. I haven't created a profile, but I have created an account. I always join these alt tech sites whenever they appear. I always join them. Always join them. Thanks, Louise. Thank you. I sound okay. Can you hear that? When you do that, if you hear that, it means I'm using the right microphone. So that's good. But if I don't sound crap, then it means I'm using the right microphone anyway. Yeah, I've got 11 viewers. That's cool. 13 now. Good. Welcome, 13th viewer. Lucky for me. Um, yeah, I always join these alt tech sites whenever they appear. You never know when you might need them. I have a provisional presence on every single one of them. I only use about probably 8 or 9 of them regularly, but I use 4 separate on top of YouTube. I use 3 other alt tech video sites. I also use MeWe, which is a kind of alternative Facebook. Minds, which is also an alternative Facebook. Gab is a bit like Twitter. That's probably the best known, actually. It's probably the most famous, is Gab. Oh, thanks, Daisy. Thank you. Gab is probably the most famous of these websites, and I'm on there. That's a bit like Twitter, but it's free speech. It's a free speech website. And I'm on Tumblr too. That's kind of mainstream, so you got to be careful what you say on there. It's all right, if you've got the right opinions, you're fine. Or if you just want to do boring stuff and upload pictures of your cats and post, little proverbs and things which are politically correct, they'll leave you alone. But mainstream social media now has literally within less than a decade has become incredibly authoritarian and censorious. And it was when it first emerged, when social media first emerged, probably in the 2000s. I mean, the internet's only been around since sort of the early to mid 90s. When it became big, the idea that there'd be censorship on it was sort of, what? No, people can say what they want. But now the social media websites do commit censorship, and this isn't obviously. There's always been laws you can't. There's always been laws which you've got to be careful. That you don't break. So if someone posts something that breaks the law, you can't post death threats. You can't post criminally obscene material, and that's good. That's correct. You can't defame a person's character. Oh, and Brighty on Daisy. Yes, thanks for reminding me. I am on Brighty. I've actually got an active account there, although I haven't posted any videos yet, and I think this I will do. I posted one video to brand new tube. It's just called Hapanlo TV on brand new tube. Now, I got an email from someone from YouTube, and for some reason it's gone. I can't find it in my inbox, which is weird because I haven't deleted it, and I didn't delete it, and I've even done a search, because I've done a search for the. It's not there. I'll just go double check again. I just want to be certain. I'm sure maybe it was older than I thought it was, but I don't think it was. No, I honestly swear, it's disappeared, which is weird because I didn't delete it. But then I received another email from brand YouTube itself, and using see this other. I remember what the message from YouTube said. They said, we're contacting you because of something terrible that's happened. I'm just paraphrasing now. We're contacting you because of a terrible disaster that's happened at brand new tube. It's been hacked. Everyone's login detail, all the members' login details has been stolen or copied, and this is you. And he gave. To my horror, I saw my username, I saw my email. This is how he contacted me, and also there was my coded password. He said the password is in code. However, they're using an S1 type encryption, which is very easy to break. And apparently that encryption has been compromised. And from what I hear, I haven't seen this, but there's a web forum or page somewhere which has published. They're not selling this. They're not selling the login details because they're not really it's not really worth it. It's not like there's any money involved in BNT, but they basically published everyone's login details, so anyone can get hold of them on this forum, including mine, on this web page. Now, they said they're slagging off maybe because they're a rival. I don't know, because this appears to be some kind of free speech YouTube website. It's called UgeTube, UGETube.com. And I don't know if it's just rivalry or whether they're serious, but they said, oops, hang on, I've got a web. They said BNT are absolutely useless in terms of security, and they didn't call them shields. They just said they're not living up to their principles. They're mismanaged. They're incompetent. They're lazy, and their security is lax. and they said we recommend you don't use BNT anymore. Anyway, I got this email from Brand YouTube itself. As you may be aware, the platform has been under attack for the last few days due to hackers. This is the first real opportunity we are getting to safely email all our users. Please change your passwords for your BNT account as soon as possible to access the platform. Also, never use your usual passwords or email addresses if at all possible. Always create specific email addresses and passwords for your BNT account that does not match your usual data. We apologise for any inconvenience this may have caused and are doing all we can to get the platform back up safely. Hacks happen all over the world to all types of companies. Multi-million-pound companies get hacked and their data sold on. In this case, the data stolen, email addresses and channel passwords for BNT users, appears not to have been sold, but rather just put on a page for all to see for free. I'm not surprised, because it's probably just a malicious attack. There's probably no profit involved in this. After all, it's not like it's people's bank accounts or something. We also note that the hackers sent emails from info@brandyoutube.com initially, but when we blocked this, they resorted to hacking someone else's platform and using their email address. All right, that could have been YouTube. That could have been the email I got from YouTube. How it disappeared, I don't know. Maybe the police did it. I don't know. For this reason, it's extra important to take the steps we advise regarding emails and passwords. The fact that hackers placed a lot of emphasis on spreading lies and exaggerations about the CEO of BNT and journalist Sonia Poulton gives an insight to the mentality of these people. It is clear what the hackers' intentions are: to stop BNT from continuing to do what it has done for years, to allow alternative voices to challenge various narratives. P.S. The hackers are not your friends. Please take that into account when they spread their lies and pretend they are anything but rogue degenerates. Kind regards, Team BNT. All right. Well, if that's YouTube, I mean, the email I got was from YouTube, which could have been this was the platform they hacked to spread the email. It may have vanished from my email inbox simply because maybe Hotmail has a policy of doing that when the police call them or something. Anyway, what could I do? I thought, well, I'll go and change my password, but then I realised it's a bit more complicated than that, because the password I use for Brand YouTube I use for lots of other sites as well. So which meant I spent an hour when I got this email. I had to spend an hour going through all the websites where I used the same password as BNT and changing it for another password. It was annoying because it's one of my most common passwords. And I know people say to me, that people say all the time, you shouldn't use the same password for every site. All right, so we'd use a different one for every site. Also, don't write it down anywhere. And also change it regularly. Right. What am I, bloody data? I'm not one of these savants with perfect memory. Yeah. So I had to change every single... I had to change every... First thing, I didn't even go to Brand YouTube. The first thing I had to do, I realised, was to go to every single website where I use that password and change it for a new one, which I've done. So that's safe, and none of those websites were compromised in the meantime, which means that no one actually tried to use that information to attack any of my other websites. And they can't now, it's too late. So really the information is actually quite useless. The information that's been stolen about me from Brand YouTube is useless now, because all my passwords have changed, except my BNT account. So I went to my BNT account because I actually have a single video called Hapanmo TV on Brand YouTube. Oh no, I actually put a couple more up. Hang on, let me just have a look. Apologies, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I put up 7 videos on Brand YouTube, including my Hapanmo TV, my exclusive called Hapanmo TV on Brand YouTube. But I click it. I click the link to my video to the website, and it just says 404 not found. So I'll just delete the suffix of the URL and just go to the home page and see if it's there. It just says we'll be back soon. Sorry for the inconvenience, but we're performing some maintenance at the moment. If you need, you can always contact us. Otherwise, we'll be back online shortly. Okay, so it's not catastrophic, mind you. Though that's what MeWe said. Not MeWe. What's it called? VidMe. That's what Do you remember VidMe? Yeah. It was sad what happened to VidMe, actually. I've got some more comments. Just going to go through the comments here. Audit UK. Oh, that's Robert Bright. Hello, how are you? How do you, Robert Bright? Sue Hayward Tompkins. Oh, Susan says, I'm in my hospital bed. Oh dear, nothing too serious, I hope, Susan. Beverly Noel Little. Hello, Beverly. How are you, darling? You okay? Um, Daisy Duke said, I exposed my neighbour on Facebook for indecent exposure to my 14-year-old daughter. I got charged with malicious communication. That's typical, isn't it, Daisy? That's typical, you know? It's the bloody... You see, the police, they will come around, I've seen them do this, I've seen them... They arrested a man who's trying to rescue his daughter from a grooming gang once. And they didn't arrest the grooming gang. Have you heard of that? Oh, Daisy, I'm sorry that happened. You can't rely on the forces of law and order because they're political commissars. They're not there to stop crime. They don't care about crime. The show goes on, says Robert. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want BNT to go down. I mean, you see, I like Sonia Poulton. I think she's cool, and her YouTube channel was really good. I mean, her doorstepping was excellent. She was really dedicated, and I think she still is. I think she's still active somewhere else. Um, Hello, Donna Marie Wellham. How are you? And oh God, Susan, I'm sorry. Susan's not well. Susan is ill. I'm sorry. I hope you'll be all right, Susan. I really will. I really do. I hope you'll be all right. John Kelly says, "What do you think of Dr. Jonathan Reed and the Alien in the Woods case, Ben? I think it's got fiction written all over it." John, have you? You may have seen the video I made about that. I've actually made a video about it. Now, the thing about it is, I thought I saw Stephen Cambion did a video about that. I thought, goodness me, this is ancient history. Is that still? Oh, I know it was because Reed or Rutto, whatever his name is. He was on Jimmy Church's show, wasn't he? He was on with Jimmy Church, and Cambion made a video about it. Now, oh, I can't. I really, I've heard so little of this whole thing for so many years. I've forgotten what I even thought about it. I think it's very. I don't know. It's a bit controversial, but I'm not so sure it's fake as most people. I'm not. I'm not so sure. Michael E. Snow says Sonia Poulton's channel is the only thing I watch on BNT. Yeah, I think it counts for most of the uploads. It's not that. Yeah, it's not that busy website compared to a lot of them. I think I mean, compared to, for example, BitChute. And Daisy Duke says, "What's wrong is right. What's right is wrong." Yeah, it is. Everything's back to front. Was it Michael Elner said? Look at it. Everything is inverted. Let me find you the whole quote because it's such a good one. Michael. Here we go. Quotes by Michael Elner Goodreads. Yeah, it's this. David Icke uses this one a lot because it sums up our world, doesn't it? It really, really does. Just look at us. Everything is backwards. Everything is upside down. Doctors destroy health. Lawyers destroy justice. Psychiatrists destroy minds. Scientists destroy the truth. Major media destroys information. Religions destroy spirituality. And governments destroy freedom. And that was actually quite a long time ago, I think. That was quite a long time ago he said that. I'll put this in here. There you go. Hi Rose, how you doing? Hello, Johnny. Yeah. And what did Daisy says? Positive thinking, Susan. Mind over matter. Oh, Susan, I'm so sorry. I am to hear that, and I wish you all the best. I really do. 1998 it was. Is that when he said that? All right. Thanks. Quite a while ago. I know David Icke says it a lot in his talks. Huggy Harewood, that's a good name. I'm pleasantly surprised we still have BitChute. BitChute has been attacked terribly, and that's partly because it's a British-based company. I mean, what's this? I've got close unused applications. What? Oh, God. Everyone seems, yeah, they don't want us to have fun. No, of course not. No. They want to, everything's designed to break our spirit, isn't it? Everything. Andy Thomas said that. Everything is designed to break our spirit. Um, now, Ray Vahi, the guy who started BitChute, he's a heroic figure, I think, in this world. He lives in Thailand, I believe, yet the offices, I know where the offices of BitChute are because I've been to them. They're in Newbury. I filmed there in one of my videos. I made 2 videos about Newbury, and I went there with another blonde who's she's not in chat right now. And I went to the offices of BitChute. Rose, yes, our challenge is not to let them break our spirits. That's our challenge. I went to the offices of BitChute, and it's like just one room. I couldn't go in there. It was after hours, but it's just like one room. There's only about because it's a blockchain and peer-to-peer system. No, so it's not blockchain, but it is a peer-to-peer system, which means it's very cheap to run. Now the problem is it does have reliability issues, as you know if you use it. It's several videos you can press play and it can take an hour for them to start because they're looking for a peer to run it. But there's so many others now. There's Odyssey, there's Rumble, there's Minds, Gab, like you said, and there's probably several others I've not heard of. So yeah, so everything I do, I mean, and there's what's it called? What's that? Because I got a post deleted on Blogger. Can you believe it? I've never bothered with Blogger. I never had a problem with Blogger before, and I thought so. I tend to just write quite freely on Blogger because I think, what the hell? Because they just don't seem to care. And then I put up a post, and it was deleted. It was deleted for breaching community standards. And it was a harmless one. Obviously, like they don't tell you exactly what's wrong with it. They never do. My single YouTube strike actually comes from a video where I don't know what the hell I've done wrong. I've watched it. They say it's threatening and bullying. There's nothing in it as threatening and bullying at all. But the video got deleted. I got a channel strike. 3 of those and I'm out. We've got Beverly and Louise, the 2 sisters. How you doing? How you doing, ladies? You okay? It's nice to see you both here. I won't keep you long. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Yeah, I'm just fiddling with something in the background here. It worries me when this happens. Now, it doesn't appear to be a government issue. It's probably not like a government hit. Because if that was the case, it would be affecting more than one. It would be affecting more than one platform. Do you remember when they took down Emlyn-Jones? It was a full spectrum cancellation. He was banned from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all at the same time. Simo, hello. Yeah, I have a backup channel. I have a backup channel, Simo. Thanks, Beverly. All the better for seeing you. Oh, you too, Beverly. You too. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Guy. How you doing? Johnny Webb, yeah, you got a Facebook jail, haven't you? Yeah, that's not happened to me yet. I must be doing something wrong. Johnny Webb, Paul Joseph Watson, is he? I don't even look for him on YouTube now. I assume he's banned. I mean, there's certain content creators I shouldn't even bother looking for them on mainstream now. Let me just find what's that. There's one website I want to join because it's actually. I realise I have to now, when I didn't before. Let me just see if I can find it. It's Substack. Now, I never thought I'd have to because I thought, you see, Blogger just didn't care. I thought Blogger just didn't give a damn. And then they delete one of this post. It was actually one of my portals. I'm fine, thanks, Louise. It's good to see you. Hello, Lily. How are you? Lily, you've had the same thing. Oh, because you're on BNT as well. Oh wow, Lily. Did you? I had an email from the so-called hackers. Now they were basically they hacked YouTube to send the details to me. Now, they were actually just doing it. They just said this is your details here. Here's your password in code, but we're going to it's got a very weak encryption. We can easily just hack, or somebody, they didn't say it was them, can just hack this and get your password. I've had trouble at the mill indeed. As I've just been saying, it's down for maintenance at the moment. But there's only one. It's only the home page is the only URL currently active, and it's got this maintenance sign on. Um, I've got 7 uploads on there. I don't use it very much, BNT. I gave up on BNT because it's actually very unreliable. I find that most of my uploads didn't work. Teresa, you've got a BNT account. Now you can't change your password right now because you can't access it. But Teresa, if you should do what I did, and it could be a big job. It took over an hour for me. Everything else, every other single website where you use the same password, if you do use the same password as your BNT, you have to change it now. You have to go and change it. It took me ages because it's one of my most common passwords. Oh dear. Louise, is Paul still on YouTube? Right, I like Paul Joseph Watson. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, funny enough, Lily, the YouTube email I don't know if this has happened to you. It vanished from my inbox. I didn't delete it. It just disappeared from my inbox. Let me know. Let me know if that happened to you. Larry Warren. Hey, Larry, how you doing? Lovely to see you, mate. Lovely to see you. Good to see. Thanks for joining us. The CIO of BNT sent out an email. Yeah, I got that one, Lily. Yeah, and these people, these hackers who were pretending to be they were pretending to be someone. They were slagging off Sonia Poulton, who is someone I admire. Actually, I think she's pretty good, and the CEO as well, saying that BNT are incompetent and they practice censorship and things like that. I find lots of interesting videos on BNT. There's the guy in the armchair. There's Sonia Poulton. There's Zuby. Oh, Zuby's all over the place. Oh, Getter, that's another one. Yeah, Getter is another one to join. Yeah, let me know. Oh, you might have deleted it, Lily. Okay, see if it's in your. It may be in your trash folder. If not, no worries. But mine just disappeared without me deleting it. It's weird. But Getter is a very good alt tech platform to use. It's very good. It's basically there's a lot of mainstream social media refugees on Getter. Basically, if anyone who's banned on Twitter will be on Getter, or people who are about to be banned. So for Rumble, yes, Rob, I use Rumble all the time. I'm currently putting. I've uploaded about 20 videos to Rumble yesterday. They're from some of my earlier ones. Yeah, Guy, I'm sorry that happened to you. I am. I really am. But Substack, I'm going to join Substack, which is kind of like it's a free speech version of Blogger, which I didn't think was necessary. Now I realise it is. I'm going to have to start doing with my written work exactly what I have to do with my videos. I have to do exactly the same thing. It's annoying. It's very annoying. But some of my written work now is not going to be targeted. Yeah, Paul is Paul Joseph Watson. He goes. Imagine my shock. He goes, imagine my shock. He's very good. Alex Jones, of course. On Getter, you'll find just loads of people who just ban it. Like Zuby's actually still on. Zuby's is very active on Getter. Majid Nawaz is there. Majid is getting very based lately. He really is. You won't see on TV. He's not on talk radio anymore. He's not on LBC anymore because he started speaking his mind about the old C word and the V word, and he's been dropped from LBC. But he's very active. He's got his own platform on Getter. He got banned from Twitter. I don't know if he's still there now. Let's have a look. Yes, he's banned. He's currently banned on Twitter. The Voice of Wales is on Getter. They got arrested. The police actually arrested them. Zuby, of course, is on. Robert, I am on Telegram. Yes, I don't use it very much. It's just. I'll see you, Daisy. Thanks for posting. Thank you very much. Robert, I am on Telegram. I haven't actually opened it for weeks. It's just there's so much on there. I just can't keep up with it. On Getter, you'll also find lots of other dodgy content. By dodgy, of course, means interesting, worth watching. Johnny, yeah, the central bank digital currency is. You see, I've been talking about that too. So, well, I'm not an LBC, but I do talk about it on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. So, yeah. There's who else is on? There's loads of great people on Getter. Oh, Sargon of Akkad is on there. I like him. He's cool. I'm Ben the JL Porter. I use the same username if I can on there. Oh, there's here we go. There's something called Hearts of Oak. I can't remember. In Infowars, of course. Magic Noirs. Zuby, Andy No. He's good. I like him. He's cool. He's very anti-woke. Zuby Music, who of course is also on. He is currently on Twitter, I think, but he almost got banned. There's Sargon of Akkad. Morgoth's Review. These are like these are all people. Diamond and Silk. These are all people who've like been kicked off everywhere else. There's some people like, who just specialise in videos, such as Millennial Woes, for example. He tends to stick to Odyssey, but then he's more of a video orientated person rather than the more general social media. He's much more video orientated. Let me just. It's just I just think it's disgraceful that. Oh, Guy, check out a documentary called. Well, I can't. That's yes, the end of. Yep, that's. I've heard of that. Odyssey is a good site. Telegram's a. They used to do something. They used to be a blockchain thing called DTube, and it was called. Yeah. Oh, Lily says couldn't find it. So it may have been. So it may be a Mission Impossible scenario. The email will self-destruct. You know, Lily. I think that seems to have happened. I think they can do that. Louise says, "Have you survived the climate meltdown?" Oh yes, the what's it called? The burning. They used words like meltdown, burning. I mean, the newspaper headlines had pictures of bright red. There's lots of. Do you remember those weather maps with the big red blotches? It was like blood all over the country. Did you? That is just so misleading. Yeah, I have. I didn't like it, especially when I was out working. But it's summer, you know. I know it's very hot. I know it's the last few years it has been getting hotter and hotter. But what's happening is the government wants us to accept net zero. They want us to have this net zero thing, which basically means everyone has smart meters. So you can't whenever you switch anything, even if it's a kettle or a kettle off or on or a microwave, you might think, somebody at the power station might decide to switch that off, and they can with a smart meter. Robert, yeah, Robert White versus Kent Police. Thanks, Robert. Oh, I saw the video. Oh, yeah, That's when he went. That's the guy? Is that the ex-copper who went into and audited them in the police station? I haven't. I know I've got to look into that. I haven't yet. But yeah, if we have net zero, it means that basically, and Guy says weather manipulation is a real thing. You know, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I did a video about this. I did a live stream and I explained. It wouldn't surprise me if they'd used some of the technology they were developing long, long ago in the 1950s, and they used it to create an artificial heat wave. Because, it's Mark Sexton. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. even if it's natural, I mean, they've obviously it's very serendipitous for them because they decided to milk it for everything they can get. As soon as the temperature started going up, I thought you just wait for those headlines. Just wait for them. They're gonna they're gonna milk this dry. Thanks, Robert. Rob sent me a messenger. They're gonna milk this whole thing dry. And so they are. They're saying this is basically what's happening. This is they say is caused by climate change. Climate change is caused by you people running your electrical appliances, driving your cars, things like that. Basically just living in civilization. And guys, they're making it hotter to push the climate crisis. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Obviously, the climate naturally fluctuates. It could be we are going through a warm period, like we went through the medieval warm period, which was actually warmer than today. We know that because of Admiral Zheng Hu. Admiral Zheng Hu, the Chinese explorer in the 9th century, at the peak of the medieval warm period, he sailed his ship up to the Bering Sea near Alaska. Now that today is covered with ice. Hey, Beverly says Neil Oliver has come to Louisa's restaurant. I, I didn't know that. Oh, what an honour! I mean, that guy's brilliant. I mean, his monologues on GB News, I think, are gold dust. I think he's become the conscience of the nation. That guy. Oh, Louise, that was so wonderful. That really was. That was wonderful. Malaya Grimm, how you doing? How you getting on in Scotland? Oh, you're going to Rosslyn Chapel. Hey, thank you very much, Malaya, and I hope you have fun there. I've always wanted to go there. That's where the old Da Vinci Code stuff comes from. The Knights Templar were there, weren't they? Yeah, look, check out the aloe vera plants in the sculptures, right? They only grow in North America and Central America, but in the 11th century, people knew about them. Louise, I'm really pleased for you. I'm really pleased. Your restaurant deserves that after everything you've been through and about how your award-winning establishment was almost destroyed by the damn government regulations. You know, what with net zero, they're scaring us now. This is why this headline appeared. I posted it. This headline appeared. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely crazy. I got this stupid. It's basically. I think it was Essex Today or something like that. I'll find it. And it was saying this was like last week they posted this. We could get another heat wave before the end of summer, in the August bank holiday. You know, we could get. Oh my God, we could have another heat wave. Temperatures forecast to reach 30 plus degrees over the August bank holiday. Right. Well, that to me is. Well, firstly, I can actually tell you what the weather forecast is currently saying for the August bank holiday, which is next Monday. Monday, cloudy with sunlight, 23 degrees. It's not going to. You see, when they make weather forecasts like 2 weeks in the future, they're just basically guessing. It's guesswork completely. But then when the Met Office they made these Barnum statements. The media picked it up and ran with it because we're going to get another heat wave in 2 weeks' time. And of course now the forecast has changed because it's adjusted to see how when the weather patterns in the present change, you can make a more accurate prediction of the future as you get nearer to that time. And so they've changed the forecast. Nothing in the newspapers now. Nothing in the newspapers saying, we were wrong. It's not. We think it's much less likely now. It's going to be 33 degrees. It's more likely it's going to be 23 degrees. Oh, Louise, I'm going to check out your page. I will. I'll check out. That's brilliant. Of all the people you could get in your restaurant, man, that is one of the best. That guy isn't as a legend. He's a hero. He really is. I'll check your page out. I've got to come to your restaurant sometime. I've only been to Cornwall twice, and I hardly ever saw any of the place. And I've got to make it time to go properly to Cornwall. I'll go to the place where the Owl Man was, and do lots of fun things like that. And I'll come to your restaurant. I'll meet you and Beverly. And so it's what David Icke calls problem reaction solution, and they're pushing it they're pushing it and they're milking it totally right now. And there's headlines about things that might happen in 2 weeks to scare people. There was a thing about that volcano that blew up. Do you remember there was a volcano in Tonga a few months ago which actually erupted very violently. Now, when that happens, there was some reports at the time saying this is going to cause possibly a temporary drop in the Earth's temperature, maybe for about 5 to 10 years. It may be a degree or two cooler because that volcanoes actually do that. It's because of aerosol spraying, aerosols in the not aerosols, particles in the atmosphere, things like that, chemicals in the atmosphere. And oh, there's been another article. Oh no, it's not going to. The volcano's not going to cool the Earth. It's going to warm the Earth. We found out. There's no escape. There's no escape. They're saying basically the Earth is the entire planet is going to turn into one big desert. It's all our fault, and we've got to have a dictatorial global state to save the planet. We don't want to. We don't want it. We don't want to tax you at 100%. We don't want to put smart meters in your home so we can switch off your TV, even if you don't want to. We don't want to have such an unreliable power supply, which is what a renewable power supply is. That you only have half the power you used to, and so you can either choose to run your fridge or your cooker. You have to turn off the fridge when you're running your cooker. But if we don't do it, the Earth's going to die. It's going to burn up. Yeah, ash-covered skies, Robert. Yeah, there was these large volcanic eruptions do cause cold weather. But not except this one. This is an exception. It's going to cause warm weather. Yeah. Put your own meters in. There's no law stopping you, guy. Not yet. Not yet. I saw the article about that. Someone wrote an article. Someone shared it with me. I mentioned it on my show. I mentioned it on my show. Oh, thanks, Louise. I'd love to you take me out on the town. That's great. Paint St Ives red. Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to run that past you. Let you know about what's happening with alt tech at the moment, and I do wish brand new Tube all the best. Obviously, I'm not a regular user of theirs. I got fed up with them because I was uploading. They said maximum file size 2 megabytes. That's fair enough. So I was uploading like much smaller files, and they were saying, "Sorry, your file is too big." And obviously it was a bug, and it kept going. I reported it, and it wouldn't be fixed. So in the end, I gave up on brand new Tube. So I've only got 7 uploads on there, but 7's better than now. And if they can fix it, I'll use that as well. I'll use that. Anyway, guys, I can't think of anything else to talk about. I'll let people who ask me questions about the Kent Police thing and about Dr. Jonathan Reed, I'll have to get back to you on that. John McNulty, the oceans didn't rise during the medieval warm period, even though the polar ice cap was obviously far smaller than it is today. What's more, the polar bears didn't die out, did they? The polar bears, they've managed okay with a smaller ice cap. Do you know that it's horrible what they're doing to kids? Like, you've seen the pictures of the polar bear on a melting ice floe and looking really scared. That is emotional terrorism. They put that up there to horrify the children. You know, I would, if I'd seen that as a kid, it'd be gut wrenching. I mean, I was a very empathic child, and of course, children hate animal. Children have a natural dislike of animal cruelty. I hear, and animal suffering, and of course, it's nonsense because polar bears can swim. They're actually very good swimmers. Robert. All right, what's up, Robert? Yeah, let me know what you think, Robert. Yeah, and Guy, yeah, you can only say so much on Facebook, can't you? I'm going to try doing a live stream on Odyssey at some point. That's on my to-do list, definitely. And there's stories of children coming home from school crying because the teachers have taught them about climate change. And the people behind this scam don't care. They don't care about the destruction they're causing. Because I think they want, if people go and kill themselves, I think they'll say that's good. That's, they're trying to reduce the population anyway. So if a few people do it themselves, that sort of helps them, doesn't it? They are absolute. I mean, David Icke says they're lizards, and do you know what? I don't even raise an eyebrow when he says that. I mean, do you really believe these people are human? Are they human? Oh, Sean, don't mention Boris Johnson. What a twat. Louise says Sonia Poulton is probably being silenced because she tells unpopular truths. Yeah. Well, she has been she's had many attacks on her. She's had many posts deleted and things like that. Guy Richardson, I should start another tube. Call it Conspiratube. Yeah. Do you know what? There was something called On Stella, which was down now. Yeah. Beverly, they're anti-human. It is a death cult. It is. Maybe if they're lizards in disguise, I would be kind of. I wouldn't even raise an eyebrow if it turned out they were lizards in disguise. In fact, if you read my books, you'll know that that's part of the story. Sorry for the spoiler, but yep. Don't forget, guys. I almost forgot the shameless plug. Roswell Rising, a novel of disclosure. Available at all good bookshops now, price £10. If ever you go into a bookshop and this book is not stocked, it's not a good bookshop. Never shop there again. And once you've read this, I guarantee you'll want to read the 2 sequels. It's a trilogy. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, guys, it's been good to talk to you. It really has. It's lovely to be on Facebook because it's a different crowd of people. Well, I know some of you are also on YouTube. Beverly, I know you're on YouTube and you often participate in my YouTube live streams too. But it's nice to get back and do a Facebook live stream. I may upload this to YouTube as well, but not for a while. Not for a while. Guy, I'll get you if you let me know. I can arrange, email me or inbox me, and I'll arrange to send you a signed one. Yeah, no extra cost. It's the same price for a signed one, but you'll be able to sell it for a lot more, won't you? In a couple of years. All right then, guys. Thank you very much, all of you. Lots of love to you all, and keep fighting the good fight. Don't let the bastards grind you down, because that's what they're trying to do. They act all powerful, and they act like it's Sun Tzu, appear strong when you're weak, and that's what they're doing. But they're weak and they're frightened. Since 2016, they've been panicking. The whole, the C word lockdown, that was all a backlash to 2016, and so it's great times, isn't it? Great times, great time to be alive. To be at this. See you, Sean. Bye, Sean. Bye, Guy, Johnny, Robert, Beverly, Louise, and everyone else. Thank you, all of you. Great time to be alive. It's to just think we could have been born any time, but we get to be here when the bad guys fall down. Thanks, Sean. Deborah, hello. All right. No, I'm afraid not, Deborah. I'm sorry. I don't have an audio. I'm working on an audio book for that. Yeah. But just read it a page a day if you want. But just books are fun. You might find you like it. All right, guys. Take care. Best wishes. Thank you very much.
Conspiracies, government cover-ups, Earth mysteries, monster cryptids, psyops, saucers and black triangles, her pan woe.